Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our beloved lecturer, Sir Iskandar bin Arifin, and all my fellow friends. So today, my name is Aiman bin Mustafa Al-Bakri. So I will present to you about a business plan, which is my business. So basically, this is the owner background for the business, which is the owner name is Aiman bin Mustafa Al-Bakri, which is myself, and I'm living at the Sejaya Kepong, Kuala Lumpur. And my birth date is 25 August in 2000. So currently I'm 20 years old. I'm turning 20 years old this year. And my email is aimanai9@gmail.com. And currently I'm studying in diploma in sports science, which is my course is SR113. And as for my experience, I have designed Selangor Football Sukma squad, nutrition, skill intakes. Therefore, as for my skills, is design athlete nutrition schedule. So basically, in sports science, nutritionist, which is the food intake, is my major ability. Okay, so now we will proceed to the business background, which is my business background. So from previous slides, I said that my main ability is about designing and nutrition intake for an athlete, which is my major part in sports science is about nutrition. Therefore, I decided to use my main ability as the advantages for my business. Therefore, from my knowledge, I decided to make a business, a product business about an energy drinks, which is uh, that will help all the people out there to keep them hydrated. Therefore, the name of my business is the Sporate drink, which is the Sporate means that sport means a spot and ADE means aid. In official word is AID, but I designed it as Sporate to make the words nice. Therefore, aid meaning is to help. Therefore, the meaning of the Sporates is to help the people that doing sports to keep them hydrated. So for my business address is located at 31A Jalan E/13, Kawasan Perumahan Taman Ehsan, 52100, Kuala Lumpur. Basically, this is the place that my manufacturer located, which is the place where the drinks is produced. So basically, my website is www.sporate.com.my and my telephone number is 017 691 3743. And as for my business types is a sole proprietorship. Basically, this is my business type because this business is not a partnership, which is it is considered as sole proprietorship because I'm the one who started this idea of business and I'm the one who established this business, which is I myself is the owner of this business, and therefore my business is it will establish in 22 February 2020. So now I will proceed to the organizations of my business, which is my visions and missions of my business. So basically, the vision, which is the long-term goal of my business, is I decided to plan to be the leading sport drink brand in Malaysia. As we know in Malaysia, our main in terms of sport drink industry is 100 plus. However, 100 plus is actually not considered as real sport drink because actually 100 plus is an isotonic drink. Therefore, isotonic drink also can be used for the people that play sport because they also have a bit similar functions in terms of replacing electrolytes. Therefore, in terms of sport drink, I want to be the one that will be the first sport drink, the first official sport drink that will be the most popular and also the most people respected in Malaysia. Therefore, that is the visions of my business. As for my missions, I want to produce the best sport drink that will meet the taste of public with creating the best flavor demands. So as we know, for example, like 100 plus and also maybe Revive and also other sport drink, they don't actually have much flavor, which is they have only the specific flavor. Therefore, that flavor is not actually they have their own taste, but it is not tasteful enough for public to drink it regularly. Therefore, my plan is to create an energy drinks that have the benefit of an energy drinks. However, their taste will meet the public, which is the people will love the taste of my products. And then I want to create a energy drink that will benefit active and active people by replacing electrolyte of their lost weight and keep them hydrated. So basically, as you know, my business is about energy drink. Therefore, my mission is to let people know, knowledge about my product, about my quality of my product, which is if they drink my product, they know that they can gain energy from drinking my water. So now is the stuff of my business. So basically, uh, we start with the for my business. We have a general manager, administration manager, marketing manager, production manager, financial manager, and also administration clerk. So basically, there is 6 employment in the staff, which is general manager, which is myself, is Aiman bin Mustafa Al-Bakri, and then basically general manager, uh, he is the one that basically will plan the business, which is the long-term plan of the business, and also the short-term plan, which is the mission that the business need to achieve in order for them to achieve their organization plan. So basically that is the work for general manager. As for administration manager, as for my employment, he is Ali bin Sufyan. So basically the work of administration manager is the operation work, which is the daily management, and also the safeguarding of the manufacturer. So basically that is the work for administration manager. As for marketing manager, my employer is Ali bin Sufyan. So basically marketing manager, their work is to seek for opportunity in the business market. So basically they will find an opportunity for the business to park in the industry market. So basically they will doing sort of thing like promoting the business. So as for the production manager is Zubair bin Zamiri. So basically for the production manager, they are responsible for the product for the sport drink production, which is the manufacture processing of the water. So basically Zubair bin Zamiri will in charge for the whole process of energy drink. So as for financial manager, my employer is Amina bin Musab. So basically his work is financial manager, which is she will determine the amount of budget that we will spend for the month, and also she will determine the planning of the for the financial planning, which is how much we can spend per month, how much we can spend for the whole year, and also for arranging the staff salary. And lastly is administration clerk, which is Ahmad bin Shuib. Basically, Ahmad bin Shuib will be doing the small work in the business, which is some sort like helping around in the manufacture. So basically, for all of my employees, they will their salary will start at RM 1000 per 200. So basically, as we know, the business is the newly start. So currently, I can offer them only RM 1200 for each of them. So basically, this is the brand of my water, which is Sporade, which is, as you know, my business is the Sporade drinks. Therefore, for my water brands is Sporades, which is the energy drink bottles. Therefore, this brands is considered as energy drinks. Therefore, my price per bottle, which is I currently only sell a small bottle, which is I sell them at RM 2 ringgit and 20 cents. Therefore, these products have an advantages for people out there, which is firstly it will replace electrolyte in the people body, which is it will keep them hydrated all the time. As we know nowadays, the weather is very hot, so therefore if people doing a physical activity, it can drain their water inside their body, and also they can sweat a lot. Therefore, if they're just keeping that just like that, it can cause them dangerous. Therefore, by drinking the sporate water, it can replace electrolyte in the people body and keep them hydrated. And then the next benefits of this of my products is it can enhance sport performance, which is the reason they can enhance sport performance by drinking this water. It can replace the energy of the athlete before their uh, hard training, which is by drinking this water, it can increase the athlete performance. So now I'll proceed to marketing strategy in the business plan. So basically, in marketing strategy, there is four marketing strategy, which is product strategy, price strategy, distribution strategy, and also promotion strategy. So as for the product strategy, so as for my business, which is I'm doing a product, so I name it as a product strategy. So for our product strategy, I will focus on quality and brands. So in terms of quality, as we know, I'm doing a product. Therefore, I will need to make sure that my product is quality. Therefore, in terms of my product, which is energy drink, the quality will be determined by the benefits of the people who bought them. Therefore, the benefit for the people is basically the replacement of electrolyte in their body, which is to keep them hydrated, and also the taste, which is uh, the delicious taste of the brands. Next is the brands. So basically, I want to make the brand name to become big in the business, which is, as you know, my brands is Sporade. So I want to focus it like other energy drink, for example like Gatorade, for example like Lucozade. For example, they focus on their brand. For example, they have a model on their brands and moreover. As for the price strategy, uh, for my business, I decided to focus on the competition-based pricings. So as we know, my product price is RM 2 ringgit point 20 cents. Therefore, actually in terms of competition-based pricing, I decided that amount of price is the cheapest among the business competitor in terms of energy drinks business. Therefore, the reason that I decided to put my drink is the cheapest among other competitors is that since my business is new, I want them to knowledge my business, which is when I putting my product at a low price, it will attract them so that to bought my product, since my product is new and also it is cheaper than other product, therefore it can attract more people to bought them. So as for distribution strategy, my distribution strategy is selling through retailer and also selling through wholesaler. Basically, my business I need to selling them through retailer, which is currently I don't have any store to sell them directly face to face to the customer. Therefore, the meaning by selling to retailer, which is there is other retailer like a supermarket and also grocery shop, which is for example like 7-Eleven, Speedmart, KK-Mart, and also supermarket, which is like Tesco. They will bought my product from the manufacturer. They will bought a number, which is a lot of product. So they will sell my product in their store. So that is selling through retailer. So then is selling through wholesaler. So basically, trend wholesaler means that since I cannot sell my product each by each, which is I cannot sell them one by one, which is one bottle by one bottle. So I can sell them by for example like per 100 bottles. So I can sell through a seller means I will sell uh, a number of product in a times. For example, through a seller, I can sell them to an organizer of sport event. For example, there is an cross country event, so uh, they want to they want to have an energy drink to their participants. Therefore, they will bought us as a wholesaler. Therefore, they will bought our product a lot in for their events. Then, lastly, is the promotion strategy. For promotion strategy for the sports drink business, I focuses in the advertisings and also sales promotions. So basically, in advertisings, I focus on printing and digital. Example of printing is like a newspaper. For example, I I contact a newspaper to publish my business on a segment in the newspaper. So when people read the newspaper, they will knowledge and recognize the new business, which is my business. And then I also will make a business card, which is I can give people my business card so that they acknowledge my business. So in terms of electrical and digital term of advertising, it can be example like a social media. For example, like when we're using phone, we can promote them through social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, which is it is the most easiest way to promote the business, which is basically most of the business nowadays also promoting them using electronic and digital because they are free and also easier and also don't cost much times. So basically I will use electronical and digital as my advertising strategy. So as for sales promotions, since my business is new, for example, when people start to recognize my business, I will set a date, for example, like 1 month, I will make a sales promotions. Therefore, through the sales promotion, for example, like if my uh, water price is around 2 ringgit point 20 cents, through that month, I will sell that my water bottles is 2 ringgit in that particular month. Therefore, the people can I can attract more people to buy my product on that month. Therefore, once they bought it and they recognize the quality of my products, in future, which is when time flies, they also will continue to buy my products. Therefore, that is my promotion strategy of my sport drink. So now I will explain about the target market for my business, which is the sporadic drinks. So basically, I identify three, which is my main target market in terms of my the sporadic drink business. So for the first target market, which is my main target market, is among athletes. As we know, athlete, they are the most active occupations in the world. Basically, they need to go on hard training, and also in terms of competitions, they will use a lot of energy for their sports. So basically, my product, which is sport drink, will give them the most benefits to the athlete, which is when they are exhausted which is they're tired, they can use my water to regain back their energy. Therefore, athlete is my main target market, with my quality of my product, which is the benefit that they will gain from drinking my product. So I believe that athlete will be the most people that will bought my products. So for the next target market is an active people. So actually active people and athlete is the similar meaning, which is they also will produce energy. However, in terms of active people, they are not athlete. Basically, they are regular persons. However, they are the group of people that love to exercise, which is they love to doing physical activity. Therefore, for these people, they also will produce sweat. They also will produce energy, which is in terms of when they are doing and physical activities. Therefore, when they are doing physical activity, I believe that if they are using my product, they can replace their electrolyte, which is they can keep themselves hydrated when they are doing their physical activities. Therefore, they are the second target markets in my business. So for my last target market is among organizer, which is a sport organizer. It's not specifically a sport organizer, which is any event organizer. So for example, of the picture is the organizer of a cross-country events. Therefore, as we know, when they are an organizer, so they are responsible uh, to provide and water to the participant, because that's basically the rule of an event. So basically the rules is established so to make sure that the participant are hydrated. Therefore, to make sure that their participant is well hydrated, in term beside a normal water, they can bought an energy drinks to their participant, which is it will have a higher percentages to make their participant hydrated from their events. Therefore, it will give they will have a high feedback from their participants, and also they can gain the benefits of our products. So basically, this is the competitor, the brand competitor in the market, which is in terms of energy drinks markets. Therefore, for the first competitor is, as we know, it is well known in terms of energy drink, which is Gatorade. So basically, Gatorade is established in USA, which is United States. Therefore, it being boarded to other country, which is their drink also is sell in our country. And then is Lucozade. Basically, Lucozade is established in United Kingdoms. Therefore, when their brands is doing well and popular, therefore they export their product also to other country, which is now they are available in our country. And lastly is 100 plus. As we know, 100 plus is the most well-known drink in terms of energy drink in Malaysia. Therefore, basically this is the main competitor in terms of the business I'm doing now. So now I will proceed to the market share, which is the business industry in terms of energy drinks. Therefore, we can see that before my business established in the sport drink industry, so in terms of the main competitors, which is the 100 plus, Gatorade, and also Lucozade, the market share was dominating by 100 plus, which is 100 plus market share was 50% at that times, and Gatorade 30%, Lucozade is 20%. However, when my business started to establish in the sport drink industry, they have experienced a loss of share markets once my business is established. Therefore, 400 plus, they have lost a share market for 5%, Gatorade 3%, and Lucozade is 1%. As for the current share market, which is when my business have started to establish in the industry, 100 plus have a market share of 45%, Gatorade 27%, Lucozade 19%, and Sporade, which is my business, is 9%. Therefore, my company managed to hold 9% of market share from the three competitors, which is when my business has started established in the industry. It will drag all the market share for the previous competitors, which is when people start to buy my products. Therefore, my company gained RM 1,534 and 896, which is for the total sales per year, which is this is the first year of when my industry it is when my business being established. So now I will proceed to the calculations for output per day, which is the number of product, which is the number of energy drink that I need to produce per day in terms of to meet the demands of the customer. So basically for the average sales, which is average sales per month, it was 127,908, which is this amount will get when from the previous slide, which is the amount of sporadic sales per year, and it will divide it by 12 months, which is it will get an average of 127,908. Therefore, for my price per unit is RM 2 ringgit and 20 cents. Therefore, for the number of output per month, the average sales will be divided by RM 2 ringgit point 20 cents. Therefore, it will get a 48,140 units that will be produced per month, which is in 29 days. 29 days is the number of days that my business will work. So for the working days, which is 29 days, it will be divided by the per month unit, which is 58,140. Therefore, it will get 3,173 unit, that a number of energy drink, which is a sporadic energy drink, that will be that we need to produce in a day. Let's see. So now I will proceed to the materials to produce my product, which is sporadic sport drinks. So in terms of my business, in other words of materials, my business is drink, which is sport drink. Beside material, we can call that as basically it is more to ingredients for my business, which is for my business it is require an ingredients of sucrose, glucose, sodium citrate, sodium chloride, potassium phosphate, calcium phosphate, and also a flavor, which is grape, lemon, and orange, that will determine the product flavor. So basically for the sucrose until the calcium phosphate, it is the main ingredient that we need to produce an energy drink. Basically these specific ingredients will have the benefit to replace the electrolyte to the people body, which is to keep them to stay hydrated. And therefore for the grape, lemon, and orange, this is with the flavor that our business will provide, which is if the water is grape flavor, we will combine the specific ingredient, which is from sucrose to calcium phosphate, and we will add the grape flavor if the water is grape, and we will add a lemon flavor if the water is a lemon flavor, and we will add an orange flavor if the water is an orange flavor. So that's all. So now I will proceed to the next slide, which is a machine and equipment for my business. So as we know, my business is to produce a product of sport drink, which is mainly an energy drinks. So as we know, my product name is Sporade. So basically, to produce an energy drinks, it will be produced in a manufacturer. And therefore, when we're talking about web manufacture, basically the procedure to make the energy drinks, we need and machines to produce it. As we know from previous slides, my business require to produce a number of energy drink per day. Therefore, we need a machines to faster the procedure and processing of the energy drinks, and also to make the process to become more easier. Therefore, for the machine that I will need it in my business, firstly is the mixer machine. So basically, the mixer machine will be used to combine all the ingredient that I'm mentioning from previous slides. And next is the boiler machine, which is for boiler machine. It is to melt all the ingredients and become the water to become one, which is all the ingredient being combined, and the liquid is known as one liquid. And then is homogenization machine. So basically, homogenization machines, it is the last process to make the water, which is it will uniform all the ingredients and the flavor into one water, which is it will be an energy drinks. So when the water is done, so basically the next machine is an auto bottle washer. So basically, as auto bottle washer, it will help to clean up, to make sure the bottle that we will sell to people is clean, and also to automatically uh, to put the produced water inside the bottle. So now is the business and operation hour for my business. So basically, from the start, it will determine the days of the business and the days for business will be closed, and also the time frame that the business will operate. So for my business, I decided to close my business on Friday because I think that my business will have high sales in weekend, which is on Saturday and Sunday, because basically there is a lot of sport event being held on weekends. So therefore, when I opening my business on weekend, the organizer will available to contact my business to have a product of my energy drinks. Therefore, for uh, operation hour is basically the time frame of the worker which will start to comes and also to leave their works. So basically, operation hour, they need to come to work from 8 a.m. Until 6 p.m. for Monday and Thursday, which is basically it will be a bit earlier in terms of coming to work from business hour, and also it will be a bit late in terms of leaving the work from business hour, basically because they need to prepare the the shop and also the manufacturers, such as cleaning, before they start the business hour, which is that's why they need to start 1 hour earlier from the business hour, which is 8 a.m. So basically, they need to leave 6 p.m. after for the operation hour, which is 1 hour later from the business hour, which is they need to closing, which they need to cleaning the place of all the machines before they leaving their works. So as for the business hour, which is business hour, meaning that when the business will start operating, which is when the retailer will start to come to our manufacturer to take their products, and also when the retailer and when the people, the wholesaler want to buy our product, and also the time frame of the materials, which is from this the supplier material will come to our manufacturer to supply their ingredients, which is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So for Saturday and Sunday for operation hour, it will be the same from the start, which is 8 a.m. However, they will leave work a bit earlier, which is 3 p.m. As for the business hour, they will start from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So lastly is the source of finance, which is the sources that where I get the money to start as a model for the business. So basically, for my business, I get the finances, which is the money to start the business from the external sources, which is basically it is a loans. As we know, there is a lot of type of loans such as scheme, and also we know that that has also a pharma and also other scheme for a businessmen. So basically, in terms of that scheme, to be logic, myself are not qualified to have the scheme, which is like a Mara scheme, because basically in the requirement on the Mara scheme and also on other scheme, they need to start the business for 3 years first, and then that is the requirement for them to apply for the scheme. So basically for me, which is the newly start and business, I am not qualified to apply the scheme. Therefore, the only way that I want to get the loan, which is from bank, which is from a Maybank business loan, basic loan. Basically, from a bank, I can get the loan. Is not immediately. Basically, I can get the loan faster and easier, which is basically the bank will just ask for my detail, which is from my own finance detail, so that it will determine that I am qualified to get the loan or not. So basically, Maybank business loan is the most is the only way that I can get the loan for the external sources. That's all. So that's all for my presentation of my business plan, which is the sporadic drink. So I hope Sir Iskandar enjoy my presentations, and thank you so much for teach us for this semester. I've enjoyed a very quality lesson with you, and thank you, sir.